A senior member of the Biden administration's Energy Department faces up to 5 years in prison and a $10,000 fine for felony theft, accused of stealing another person's luggage at the Minneapolis airport. It's not the first time that Sam Brinton has been in the news. The MIT graduate was celebrated by the Biden administration and others in February when Brinton, who goes by they, became the first openly gender-fluid person in federal government upon accepting a role as Deputy Assistant Secretary in the Department of Energy. Brinton has become a regular fixture on Fox News for dressing in drag and boasting online about fetishes.
Brinton is also controversial for lecturing at colleges about Kink 101, talking about things like a pup play fetish, dressing up young men in dog collars and muzzles. Brinton is also a member of a drag queen society that uses graphic sexual names to mock Catholic nuns.
Brinton posted numerous images on an Instagram account, which has since been made private. But regardless of how Brinton identifies, the facts of the case, as they're currently known, are pretty bizarre and seemingly damning. The complaint alleges that Brinton traveled only with a check bag, but there's apparently video surveillance that reportedly shows Brinton leaving with an additional bag. The complaint details how Brinton was viewed removing a, quote, navy blue hard-sided roller bag from Carousel 7, removed the bag tags, and put the bag in a handbag Brinton was carrying when leaving the area at a quick pace. Police took a digital photo of the bag and showed it to the victim, who confirmed it was her bag. Records and video surveillance showed the suitcase belonged to a female passenger who flew into Minneapolis on a Delta flight from New Orleans. And according to a report, she notified law enforcement that her bag and the contents inside, valued at around $2,325, had gone missing in the baggage claim area on the same day Brinton allegedly swiped the luggage. The complaint alleges that nearly 3 weeks later, video surveillance footage from Dulles Airport in Virginia captured Brinton returning from Europe with the bag on October 9th. And Brinton's allegedly shifting accounts are also significant. Brinton initially denied stealing the suitcase to police, but later claimed they, quote, took it by mistake and still had it in their possession. Brinton took a leave of absence in late September, shortly after the incident occurred. And even though news of the charges only broke this week, Brinton's gender fluidity was a big focus when the announcement was made about the position in the administration. This is obviously not welcome news for the Biden administration, but forgive me for thinking the gender issues are insignificant compared to whether a person with a senior position in the administration is a criminal. Joining me now is U.S. Chief Reporter for thedailymail.com, Jen Smith, who has been following this story closely. Jen, thanks a lot for coming on the program. Appreciate it. So this is a bizarre story. How it was the surveillance footage that led them eventually to go after Brinton?
Yeah, that's right, Dan. So the criminal complaint that you refer to details just how the investigators were really able to track Sam Brinton down, and it does not look good for them at all. What the complaint describes is how the surveillance footage shows Brinton walking through the airport, going up to the carousel, taking this blue bag, and then leaving the airport with it. But there's more surveillance footage, which also shows Sam Brinton returning to the same airport with the same bag, this time checking it in, and then flying home to Washington, D.C., where they live with their husband. After that, they were able to identify photographs where Brinton was also seen with a similar bag, and that is how they were able to connect him to this alleged crime.
So what is Brinton's, I guess we don't know specifically the defense, right? It sounds like Brinton is suggesting it was an accident.
Yeah, that's right. Well, this is actually really interesting. The first time that investigators spoke with Sam Brinton, they kind of denied it. They said, I'm not sure what you're talking about. If I do have someone else's bag, I would be happy to return it, but nothing springs to mind. Another phone call happened later. Sam Brinton actually initiated that phone call with investigators, and that's when they admitted, I do have a bag, I took it by accident, I was tired, I thought it was my own, but I was just a little embarrassed, that's why I didn't report it. So a bit of a changing story there from Sam Brinton. As you said, they haven't released a statement since then, and it will be interesting to see, Dan, whether or not they will.
Thank you for watching. Go to NewsNationNow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.